Yo, I'm back again. Coming with the next video. This is my second video, and I just kind of finished with the track practice, and it was a bit tough. I must say that it was a bit tough getting back into it. Running by myself, having little motivation at times when it gets really rough. It's it's interesting. I was trying to get a ball for somebody. While I was doing the jogging phase, I took up the ball and I couldn't even throw it properly. To tell you how tired I was, I was just really tired. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes that's just the way of life. You have to do those kind of things to get forward in life. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm still rolling, still trying to do all I can to get my body fit, get my body in shape. Perhaps a little later on when I'm feeling much better in terms of fitness, I might start trying to get some input from other people. But for now, it's just mainly me trying to get myself in shape, running myself in shape, and seeing where it will take me. Everything else seems to be going on track. I think I got the job, so that's very good news for me. It gives me a chance to be inside the industry, of commercial real estate. I want to start a business already, so getting into that kind of zone, and that's something that's really exciting for me. Being able to speak with investors, people from the community, and all of that stuff. That's really interesting for me, and I can't wait to get started. School is going all right. It's it's interesting. It's a battle all the time. Sometimes my head is just sometimes it's like I don't even want to consume the material, because the material is just different and sometimes boring, to be honest. I've kind of grown to be disenfranchised with the whole school system, because I feel that the school system isn't working the way it should be. In a lot of cases, it's not reality. You spend a lot of money to go to school, and when you leave school, even if you're making $70,000, $80,000, you're still way in debt. You know what I'm saying? Unless you happen to have a super huge scholarship or whatever, you're still way in debt. And sometimes I don't really see the ROI, the return and investment when it comes to school for a lot of people. And in a lot of cases, I don't even really think school is necessary. There's a funny thing that I looked at where it said that 29% of C students actually become millionaires. 40-something% of B students became millionaires, and 21% of A students became millionaires. So if it's really that security in life, financial security that you're looking towards, school might not be the option. You know what I'm saying? A lot of great people in this world didn't even go to school. Never had a college education. And the more I look at it, the more I realize that yes, it's not absolutely necessary. Especially if you don't know what you want to do. And I'm afraid to admit it or say it, but especially if you're in the humanities, I don't really see the practicality of getting a college degree. I'm not sure what kind of jobs you get with the humanities degree, but they're not high paying, and if they're going to charge you so much just to go to school to get a degree that won't really even give you a good job, then what's the use? You know what I'm saying? So I'm a bit disenfranchised by the school system. Every day you learn something new, and I don't want that to affect me in terms of trying to get what I want to accomplish. but it still does play an impact. It still kind of affects the psyche a little bit. Imagine going to school where you can have a 4 years and your degree is worthless. It means nothing. That's something that's really hard. Even I did sport management as an undergraduate degree, and I liked a lot of the professors that I was working with, and all of that. But I'm looking back at it, and I'm like, it wasn't worth it. Even if you wanted to work in sport, I don't really see the use of it. Maybe there is some use, and maybe I just haven't seen it. But I really don't see any use in it other than society telling you that you need a degree. That probably is pretty much the only thing. And I believe people should focus more on talent and skill rather than on degrees. You know what I'm saying? I did well. I got a 3.9 GPA for in sport management. But when I went to get a job, I couldn't get anything. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of also realized that I wasn't really interested in sport management. It's very much of a, what would you say, customer-oriented, sales type of business, especially when you're on the lower rungs, and basically you're a salesperson, I mean, did you need a degree to do that? I don't think so, and you can make connections and all of that's fantastic, but where's the ROI? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if you wanted to work in real estate, for example, you could spend a little money, become a real estate agent, a few $1,000s, definitely cheaper than a college degree. And if you're a good salesperson, you could be making a ton of money. You know what I'm saying? You could have a similar kind of attitude towards sports. You don't need a college degree to work in sports. That to me is ridiculous. And maybe if you're going to be more on the management aspect or the management side, you might need to get some qualifications. But even then, I don't really think you need a degree to be a manager. I think you need a mentor, you need experience. So work under somebody that's a mentor and let them teach you the business, and that's fine. I don't really think you need a college degree. Where I do think you need a college degree is in some more specific areas, like maybe accountancy. But and that's what I'm doing. But in the next 20 years, automation probably is going to take that over. But like nursing, working in doctor, all those kind of more specific things, like music, perhaps. But if like management, sport management, I don't really, philosophy, I don't really know. But yeah, but anyways, today, I feel good today. I did some running. I really pushed myself to the limit, and I was heaving. Could barely make it past the finishing line. A lot of pains and so forth. But I feel I'm very unfit, so I understand why that is happening. So I just need to stick to it, stay on track, have a positive mindset, and everything you do, do it big league. You know what I'm saying? Like Donald Trump, do it big league. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I'm doing, and we'll see how the next few weeks unfold.